Alright, good morning guys. So yesterday I got the wings put on yesterday. So they turned out pretty good. I'll unbolt the stainless steel and get them polished later. Yeah, that's what they look like, one on each side. And today we've just got some more welding to do. We've got bunch of little spots we gotta weld up. I'm gonna take this guy off and weld under there. Got underneath the D-rings to weld. And we've got some holes to drill here for the underlift. And then get the winch plate off so I can put it up here and start drilling these holes out. And let's see what else. We're waiting on parts for the Fairlead, some bushings, so that the tubes can spin. Hopefully those will be here this next week. So took a little bit to do some measuring and calculating. As soon as they come in, we'll start building the Fairlead. I'll probably pre-order some steel and get that cut out. But for now, we just got some welding to do. Alright, get to it. Alright guys, so it's been a few days since I filmed anything. We've been waiting on some bearings and dealing with Christmas and all that stuff. Enjoying the family. Hope everybody else had a good Christmas. But we got some of our parts in and we started building the Fairlead. So it's going to be a pretty simple setup. So this is the inner bar. These bearings will go out here. It's 1 3/4 inch. This is all brass, so it can slide. Then we've got some DOM tubing to go on the outside of this guy, and then we'll get these done and then start making our uprights on each side. And possibly I do have the parts to make a small one on the inside if I need it. But we'll see what we can do. So, these will all be cut down to size, and I will get the machine to accept a snap ring so I can pull everything apart. But it does have a little bit of an angle to it compared to the winch. So should work. So we'll get to it and start making some pieces. So the shaft material is 4140. It's designed for this type of stuff, and it's pretty hard. Took a while to get through it. We'll clean these up, clean the tubes up, and then start putting that together. May take a while to grind everything, clean everything up. But there we go, that's better. Alright guys, so we've got the inner rollers done. So I got the brass inserts in them. We got to do a little bit more buffing on the insides. But there's those. We're going to put one more roller down here. Okay, so we have different options to feed the cable in. There'll also be another plate out here on the outside to give this shaft a little bit more meat to spin on. But now we're working on the rollers that are going to go upright. I got my plates here. Got the first holes drilled out. Set the plates together so I don't have to remark holes and everything's the same. And we'll just punch these holes out and start getting some stuff put together. I gotta measure and mark all this out. We're gonna do the third set of holes right here. Well, I still got the bit on. I'll probably actually have to take this off so I can get it. I don't think it'll fit past the worm gear here. Alright guys, so we're back at it. We got most of the Fairlead done. We've got 2 bars here. I'm going to make another one up here so we can adjust the height for the cable to come out. And we have the side rollers. I just got to put the brass bushings in. And then I'm waiting for my snap rings, and I'll cut a groove on top the pins so I can put the snap rings in top and bottom so they don't fall out. Same thing with these sides. And I've got to cut some more like washer rings, kind of like what I did here, and they'll go weld on each one in here to give this pen a little bit more meat to ride on, because it'll eventually cut a groove if I leave it that thin. I've got the old winch cage over here. I'm cutting apart to use some of the pieces of that, because I'm going to run a piece of the tubing from the top here, and then it'll come to the back side here. It'll provide some extra support for the top side, and I will build a piece that goes across the top for the spring tensioner to keep tension on the cable. So gotta run to the store real quick, and we'll be back, and we'll be getting some stuff done. I gotta also make some gussets in here, and I'll put some gussets down along here too, so a little bit more support. I'll end up cutting and cleaning up a lot of these edges, so there's nothing that we whack ourselves on. So, alright guys. Alright guys, so we've got my washers cut out, at least the holes anyway, and then to get the washers I just clamp down this washer, and then I'll take the plasma cutter and cut it around, and it should give me something thick enough so I can weld to and put it on there. Alright, so we got the washers done and all cleaned up and ground. So they'll slide on here just like so. And I'll weld these all on and smooth everything out. We got bottom ones. We scavenged some of the tubing off the cage, the old cage. That's kind of what it'll be like, but it'll be inset down here. And we got some more gussets made. Gotta tack those in. And we got some more for the side plates. And then I'll make a bunch of gussets for up in here. And these will be bolted on so I can take everything apart if I need to. And see what else. Oh, we'll cut some more of the angles out of this stuff down here. I still got to cut the gussets for this. And then we're just waiting on some more of these bushings. So they look like this. We got two more coming for this upper roller. And then I'll finish these two rollers. And then start welding everything up. So we won't get our parts till this next week. So I think I'm going to call it a night and go enjoy the rest of the evening with the family. So I hope everybody has a good new year. And be safe out there. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And we'll catch you next time. Hopefully this will be all tacked up and welded, and then we'll be moving on to the next piece. Thanks again.